And I said, let's make it harder. No one is gonna say that. No one cares. I do care. What was stopping me? Perfection. It's fucking ruining my life. Hi everyone. I'm a bit stressed because I'm coming back on this platform after several months of pause. I'm speaking a language that's not mine. I'm showing my face. I'm wearing my pajamas, you can see. So I don't have any script for today's episode, and that's kind of stressing for me because I tend to always have a plan, but I don't right now. So yeah, I'm a bit stressed. Okay, I hadn't planned to come back like this. But it's not true. Actually, I had planned it, but I've been planning that for, I say 7 months. But I was waiting for the perfect moment, which wasn't coming, because guess what? There's not a perfect moment. Like, nothing like that exists. So I just created a moment right now that's obviously not perfect, but that's what we have. That's what we can work with this high-tech microphone. 20 euros from Amazon. So I welcome everyone on my podcast. My name is Chiara and you're listening to Elevate. So as I said before, I have no script, so I have no idea of what I'm gonna say. I just know that I have a lot of thoughts that have been accumulating since last time I posted something, and it was around July, I think. Last time I posted an episode with my boyfriend. It was a little interview on us on our story. I have a long distance relationship. If you want to know more about it, there are 20 minutes in which I speak about that with my beloved person. So I think that's enough for that topic. And the time even before I had posted this video of me speaking about gratitude. That was a successful one, I think. And I was speaking in Italian. And you gotta know that to post that first episode about gratitude, very simple, plain, I had a good script, I think. I just followed the script, added some examples here and there. Everything was good. Easy one. I don't know, many people thought, oh, this is cringe when I posted that. And how many people thought, oh, this is actually helpful. But I didn't feel bad after posting it. The only thing that I felt after posting that was a very big feeling of gratitude. So I said, why not doing it again? And I posted the podcast with my boyfriend, the episode with my boyfriend. And that's it. But you gotta know that before posting the very first episode of that was released, I think more or less about a year ago, in March 2025. And guys, we are already in February 2026. That's crazy to me thinking about that. And that wish had been in my heart for, I say, more or less 7 years, if not more. And when I think about that, it is crazy. It is crazy that I had to wait 7 years to make a dream of mine coming true, a dream that took literally one afternoon to get realized. I just had to use my phone to record my voice. That was just it. What was stopping me? I remember that little girl that was in middle school and she was speaking with her bestie, still my bestie, having a normal conversation. And the little girl, myself, and her bestie, they thought, wow, we should record that. I think that could be interesting for people to listen. We just had an interesting conversation. Why we don't just record that? It was a good idea. We could have done that. No, we're too little, we're too young, no one will listen to us. Okay, no problem. Let's wait a couple of years. First year of high school, same thought. We are too young, we have no experience. Okay, so let's wait for the moment we're gonna start university. At that point, we're gonna be adult women that have something to say and that knows the terms and the way to say that. Mind blowing, we thought that was the perfect idea. That magically, starting university, we would have received the power from the divine to finally start our own podcast. That made sense. I think it's useless at this point to tell you that when uni started, we weren't readier than we were before. Nothing had changed. We were exactly the people that we had been the year before, and the year even before, and the year even before, and the people that had decided at first to start a podcast at a very young age. Yeah, we had grown up, matured, but we had the same exact fears of being judged by the people, of being judged as cringe by the audience. We had that fear, and it was completely normal. What we hadn't understood is that there's no such thing as, time will cure this, I'm gonna be cringe fear. I would like to say to those girls, I'm sorry girls to disappoint you, but it doesn't work like that. I'm almost 21 in my room right now. I'm going to university and I'm still fucking scared of being called cringe. Or not even being called. I'm scared of someone thinking that I could be cringe. So it's not a matter of time. And when I started doing this podcast thing last year, and if you ask me, I'll tell you that was probably the best moment of last year. That was a very heavy year for me. I'm sure many people had a heavier year than I had, because my heavy is not really that heavy, because I have a beautiful life. I'm really lucky. But I gotta say that if I consider my whole life, last year was probably the tougher. Could be that. And the best thing was that I'd opened my podcast, even if I was fucking scared. Useless to say that it didn't last a lot. At the first episode, I felt amazed by myself, super grateful. I had some comments that really pushed me to go on and think about another podcast episode. And paradoxically, those comments, not that I'm blaming the comments and the people that commented, I'm very grateful. But my response to those comments was, oh shit, they liked the episode, so what I have to do now is make a greater one, make a better one, make a more perfect one. I'm fucking addicted to this word, perfect. If you know me, you know it. And I'm trying to disintoxicate myself, but it's very, very difficult. It's being a journey, because I'm still in it. I'm right in the middle of it. But yeah, that put a big pressure on me. I said, whoa, I have the power with my words to make people think about something new, or just to remember something that they already know. That's powerful. I gotta use my power in a wise way, in the most perfect way. Okay, I cannot do that alone. I'll call my boyfriend. I'll call a guest to help me. Don't get me wrong, I love working with my boyfriend, perfect. But I know that deep down that was just an excuse to not have to do it alone. And here's a little secret. That podcast episode was recorded in May, and it was published like 2 months after. So I wonder what happened in those 2 months. I was trying to make the perfect episode, an episode that could actually beat the first one. And from the day I posted that, I'm thinking about a new episode I can make. I created this big file with all the ideas that come to my mind when I'm showering, when I'm walking, when I'm taking the train, the metro, whatever, I'm about to go to sleep. Oh, this is a great idea. I'm gonna just write it down. Then here I am, after all this time? Why did it take me that long? Perfection. I said that. And I'm gonna say that again. Perfection is fucking ruining my life. And that's kind of the reason why I decided to record the episode today. I told myself at the beginning of the year, I gotta record at least one episode by the end of March. I gave myself 3 months to find 30 minutes. Of course I wasn't gonna do that. And those 30 minutes had to be 30 perfect minutes. With the perfect outfit, the perfect makeup, nails done. My nails are not done right now, unfortunately. The perfect script, perfect technology. And this morning, I actually had other plans. I had to go to the gym, but I woke up and I got my period and I just couldn't. So I decided to stay home instead, and I was thinking of a smart way to spend my morning. I had a lot of ideas, and that's my problem. When I have a lot of ideas, I don't do anything. So I said, okay, just let's pick one. I'm gonna choose the one I'm less ready for. In my list there were cleaning my room, reading a little bit, doing my nails. I said, okay, I'm gonna challenge myself this morning. I'm gonna choose the activity I feel less ready for to prove myself I don't need to be ready. Here I am now. And I said, let's make it harder. Don't try to make it perfect. Go there with your pajama. Christmas, by the way, and it's February. You're gonna say, but that's crazy. No one is gonna say that. No one cares. I do care. I'm wearing a Christmas pajama and it's February? That's completely out of season. That's not how you do that. That's what I mean when I say that the perfection mindset is ruining my life. I felt like wearing this pajama yesterday and I had to go against my mindset to wear that. I know what you're thinking, this girl's crazy. Yeah, that's probably it, but that's what I'm trying to fix here, okay? So, trust the process. And this episode recording thing was something, and it kind of still is, something I'm waiting to be perfect to do. That's not necessary. I just need a voice to do this. And that doesn't mean that I won't be all well-dressed and good-looking when I have to record an episode. That doesn't mean that. But just that I'm gonna be ready the moment I'll do that, not the moment I'll feel ready. It's kind of banal speech, but I needed that. And maybe there's someone in the audience, if there's an audience, that needed to hear that. So what I dare you to do in the next days, it's writing down, thinking, have a conversation with someone, which you say that to someone, about something that you are waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity to do, and just do it. Just create the opportunity. It's not gonna be perfect. There's the possibility it's gonna go wrong too. So what? Well, I hope you enjoyed listening to me, and I love to listen to you and your feedbacks or your comments. So there's a comment section down here, or in Spotify or YouTube. There's in both, you have an escape. Or otherwise, if you're a little shy, there's my Instagram, and you can DM me in private. We can have a private conversation. Or if you're a friend of mine, just call me. Or don't say anything. It's sometimes better like that. I wish you the best week, the best day, the best night if you're going to sleep, and I send you a very big kiss.